Earlier on, we heard of some areas in the country which were suffering from low currents. Um, we thought it was over because we're not getting those complaints anymore. But it seems even now in December, there are still some areas which are suffering from this low current. So we don't know ECG. What is the case? Is it something you people are doing to save power, or is there a fault somewhere? People are complaining because a guy gave an example where you know how the fan, there are numbers on it from 1 to 5, where 1 blows the lowest and then 5 blows with the highest speed. And yet when he puts it even on 5, it is blowing like it is on 1 or 2. So that's it. And then also the light bulbs keep going down and shining, going down and shining brightly, going down and shining brightly. So it's just this get this all these signals from the low current. That is not all. There are some areas where it's so bad their fridges are not even working. Even the fridges we use, and also the other appliances we use, they all have their specifications and whatnot. But for those gadgets that are new, those gadgets that are not too old, at least from 5 years ago till now, they've been making them in such a way that they are energy efficient, and they are even able to take certain energy perks and all this high current, low current, and what else has been happening with this power. So for those people who have these type of appliances, they don't really suffer much. But for those who are using those 10-year-old fridges, those 15-year-old air conditioners, and all those other heavy demanding energy appliances, they are not really getting the right feedback from those gadgets. So because of this, they are complaining. We are just thinking that maybe it could be that ECG is working on something. Maybe they are doing something, some updates of their system or something. Because we don't know. For us, we experienced it only once, and it's back to normal now. But there are still places where they are reporting that the current is very low. So ECG, please check it out for them, and then let's hope they don't have a miserable Christmas because of this power issue. Um, you know how at this time people don't want to be sad at all. This is the time where people want to chill, have fun, just enjoy the life and the mood of Christmas and all these festive season brings. So the last thing you want to give people problem with is light power. Power. Power is the main thing needed for all these types of enjoyment and desires to go on properly. So please, otherwise the next thing you know, people start blaming the government and saying things about ECG, and you already know how some Ghanaians are like. So ECG, please, let's fix it. I noticed that there are some areas too where they are going to small lightouts. We don't know if it's because ECG is cutting their lightouts because they've not paid, or because there's a problem somewhere. So for that one, we can't really say too much about it. But if it is that they've paid and then there's some problem somewhere, ECG, please check on that too. And you know what, listeners, there's this code that ECG has given out for emergencies and for calls when things happen. But how many of you know this code, and how many of you even call them? And apart from the code, there's also a telephone number for you to call for every area. So for those of you who are listening, find out what your ECG branch area number is, so that when there are issues, you can call them and alert them. This is because sometimes ECG is not aware of the things that happen until you inform them. They may think that everything is going on well, and you just be there blaming them for things that could have been solved. So before you point the accusing finger at them, please find out the numbers, save it, and then do the right call. And please, 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 when you call them, this is very important, speak politely. Sometimes, you know what, the ECG people, they're also human beings like you and I. There's no difference between them and you. It's just that they are working in a place called ECG. When you call them, you don't call them with anger and start saying nasty things to them. When even me, if it is me and I pick that call and you talk to me like that, I'll not feel like coming to do it. You get it? Remember, you are the one who needs help. So when you call them, be polite, be respectful, and then explain your thing with detail. Give the right information. Don't just talk anyhow like, why is my light off? I've paid, why is my light off? Why? What is wrong with you people? Hurry up and bring the light back. No, you don't do those things. That is like 2000 to 2005. Those years you they would allow that, but now please come on. There are things that you can do in such a way that even if ECG intentionally took your light out, by the way you speak to them alone, they will come and restore your light for you. But some of you call them and there's just so much anger in your voice and in your tone. Please stop it. If the ECG official even tells you he's going to come, he'll put other things as priority over yours. Maybe that day he has to go to 5 different areas, but he'll look at the person who spoke to him the nicest and go and attend to those people first before he'll come to you. You get it? And maybe by the time he comes to you, it will be too late and he'll have to postpone it to another day. So please, guys, let's learn to talk well to the ECG officials. And please, when they come around, treat them well too. Don't be hanging around them and be asking them, "I didn't turn a light to do here." But they be access. No, don't be doing that. When they come and you see that they are working on the poles or in the houses where those problems are, give them that due respect. If you know you will not be able to say anything good around them, then just don't even hang around them. Just don't be around them to cause any confusion. They are also human beings like you, so please, guys, let's show them respect. So those places where the low currents are, we sympathize with you. We hope it has not affected you too much, especially for those people who are using the electricity seriously for business. We hope it hasn't affected you too much, and if it has, just call the number, the ECG number for your area. Remember, the ECG is not only one place, so there are many. You get it? For every area, there's a place, a quarters or an office where they'll respond to your claims. So you cannot call just someone in Accra when you are in Kumasi. You get it? So find the numbers and also find the head office number, so that when you call your side, your area, your community, whatever, and they are not responding, you can call the head office and maybe they'll give you the right number to call, or do forward those complaints to that branch. So yeah, remember to be polite again. Remember, be polite. Sometimes the people you are talking to may be older than you, and even if they are not older than you, even if they are younger than you, they still deserve that respect. You should also know one thing about ECG. The person who is putting the light off is not the same person who is going to switch it on. It's probably going to be maybe some director or some boss somewhere who tell them, okay, you pick up this and this tool and go and disconnect this or put it off because we are working on something. When the people who come to see to the power come, don't see them as the same people who put it off at wherever the quarters were. You get it? So there's that distinguishing that you also have to make sure you distinguish and you don't do the wrong thing to cause any form of argument or disagreement, which could lead to a fight. And come on, those things you have to put them to an end. Yeah. Um, when you call them, let them know very well your location and give them information about your house or your office or your business which is suffering, so that they'll be sure to match it up from where they are. There are some problems where ECG can solve from their office. They don't need to come to your area and work on the power lines. Yes, there are some options like that, depending on what the electricity problem is. So when you have that as an option, you make sure you speak to the person politely, and for all you know, he'll just touch a computer somewhere, he'll go back, check something, press enter, and then your light will come back to normal. So that is it. In the meantime too, for those of you who have been using certain appliances and bulbs, we advise that you use the energy saving ones, and those ones that you bring out less watts. From 3 watts to 5 watts to 6 watts is cool for your room, but you go and get 20 watts, 30 watts and above for your room. I mean, that would be too much heat. So, and all of that is wasting energy. The most important thing is that you should see. So that is one thing, and also unnecessary appliances. Please, just put them aside. You know that you have a toaster, but that toaster is so old and it consumes a lot of electricity. Please just heat the bread on a frying pan. It will heat. It will be the same thing the toaster will do. Just cut the bread well into the right slice you want, and then set fire on a pan, and then just heat it on it. That is all. You don't always have to use some toaster or some serious energy demanding appliance because you just feel like using it. So this is the season. We don't want you to make those mistakes. Now, how many of you have been affected by this low current, and where are you? If you are somewhere where you could reach the ECG easily, then fine. If not, then please look for the points and then the numbers of the places that offer this ECG services. It is best for you to know where the office that will attend to your problems is located. You get the fact that the person is in, for example, maybe Newtown, and then the ECG office is in Newtown, doesn't mean that you should not find out where exactly in Newtown it is. You should know the place, and if there's anything, you can always follow up from there, and then they'll give you what you need. So that is it. Um, there are people who are suffering from heat. We've mentioned that already, because their fans are not working like as fast as they should, and also some people who are using some heavy demanding air conditioners are also not getting stable power through that. So please, easy on behalf of our listeners, we beg of you to check those areas out. Check them out. For those people who have already sent you messages, please check them out. For those who are yet to check them out, and also ECG officials, the staff of ECG know this. We spoke to the people to speak to you well, but you also have a duty to speak to the people well, because remember, without them, your work would not be functional. If everyone in the nation was using a different, power source, something alternative, then you will not be that relevant. So you to exercise some patience. Some there are just some very bad mannered customers who call you. So just don't take it personally, and then be like, you're not going to take it up from there because of how rude the person was. That's how some Ghanaians are. Just ignore them. If the person calls you and he's speaking anyhow, saying anything, he's flowing his mind anyhow, just being very barbaric, sarcastic, and very unapologetic, ignore the person. Just find out what the problem is, and then see what the solution you could apply is, and then go on from there. But just don't take it at heart. That's how some people are. They just want to provoke others, or they just want to cause something that will look like a scene. Many people right now these days, they are fighting over fame and popularity and the like. So all these things could come inside, and then make a person speak to you anyhow. So that is it. You to speak to the customers well, and please be on time to deliver the support you are supposed to give to them. sometimes the little time that you spend away, or the little extra time that you don't give to that attention, is going to cause a lot. So that is it. For those of you who are still suffering this, just be hopeful that they will come to you soon. And if they have not yet come, do well to contact them. Okay, thank you for listening and have a nice day.